You out of bounds, and I say the collar. Back on that with Danny, and ain't talking game. They go insane, they wanna pick.
Instant classic in their first matchup against the Jets. Can New York finish the sweep? Find out next on
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across as we have at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Squeeze, get in there.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. Touchdown! Corey Davis. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go option to the short side. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead. Coming up. Here's Fields. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same.
Now, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jets have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. It's been a long day for you. You go tight. You got up to spell. Tight right there. Mike 50, Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
You don't want it. Hey, look, 3, 11, 64, weak.
To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out. Blue dog corkers, Ready to go.
Now it's Wilson. Parker's got it for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Miami set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Fields. This one swung out here to Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Come on, Topper!
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Check. 80 weapon. Max 50.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 16, Fields. That's Isabella open on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Bryant has it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Third and 2, Fields. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And I believe that goes down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here taken in by Isabella. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a third down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Come on, fellas.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. On first down, Wilson. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Here I come. H3, 218. Chopper. 26, check 26.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack.
It's now second and 19 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing second and 19.
You ain't got nothing. Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick it up, pick it up. Mike's 50, Mike up.
Play action. Now Wilson.
I'm going to run you.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Here we go. Set. And Lobo. Accuracy's trash. Let's go. Check three. Protein spill.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Keene.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Watch 13. 13's crossing.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on for nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's now second and 19 at the 29-yard
61.
line.
Matchbox. Light. Ready, go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Fields.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. Not much there, only a yard.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, Fields complete to Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they... They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joe Tryon, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Fields. He sets up the screen to Jones. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Wilson to throw. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack.
On 10-yard loss, it's 2nd and goal at the Dolphins 16-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Switch. 22-10 bomber, 22-10 bomber. Here we go, let's bring it.
4th down, here's Wilson. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
K.J. Hamler.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here, come get some. He don't want it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 61. That's Mark. Slide. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Blue dark corkers, coming to you, coming to you. Hey, ready, go.
Now it's Wilson. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as for what to do next. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming.
Let's go, let's go.
After review of the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 1st down, it's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Fields throw here taken in by Isabella.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Fields. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that is incomplete.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
there he goes, right side. The 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Check safety, check safety. Greystone trap, Greystone trap. Exit. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Wilson to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets,
it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7-10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.